It's not that it's hot, it's not that it's long, it's not that it's that you're literally waking up every day and you're like literally around people you probably don't want to be around. There's a lot of people, you'll see someone and you're like, I'm never going to meet that. I'm not going to talk to that person, like, for whatever reason. Like, that's just, I'm not going to talk to them, and they're going to exist in the same circle and stuff, and I'm just, for whatever reason, just never going to, like, talk to them or meet them. And, yeah, you know, like in high school, you'd be like, well, I have to talk to that person, or I want to because they're part of my experience or whatever. And in college, you're like, yeah, whatever, I'm good, you know. And so like Warped Tour is kind of like that. But you know, you'll meet people you didn't think you'd like, and then you'll be around people you thought you liked and be like, I don't like this guy or girl or whatever, you know. To me, Warped Tour is more of like a punk fest. I mean, obviously, from where I came from, and then like the years I've done it, I watched it go from being more of like a Fat Records Epitaph thing to what it is now. So it's like my reference for Warped Tour is like skateboarding and punk. I mean, there was like an abrupt year. It was like 2004 when it was like, I think Census Fail, My Chem. We were on Under Oath. We were all on the small side stage, and it was like thousands of people were coming over and watching the small stage. There were, you know, there were still punk bands, and they were still doing well, but there were all these smaller emo bands that lots of people were coming to see, and they were still on the small side stages, and they hadn't started playing the like main stages yet. So 2004 was probably the year. I remember older bands being bummed, but we were also like became friends with older bands because we liked them. We didn't really get like picked on by NoFX or Bad Religion or anything because we were kind of hanging out with them backstage anyways. Like, just funny, and so was Under Oath. You know, to be honest, it was just like they were just making fun of them on stage. I mean, you know, I always liked when bands would like mess around and joke around, or, you know, it never bothered me. I actually thought it was kind of cool. So that's why when I started making fun of people's bands, like, I don't know, it's just like, this is what the bands that I looked up to did. So I don't really know why it's that big of a deal to like make fun of some bands. I always liked making fun of like All Time Low. I think 'cause they were really fun to make fun of because they're, you know, they're joke around and are fun, and they're like, I always would sing the beginning to Dear Maria. Just like, I remember, I haven't seen those guys in a long time, but I always thought they were fun, like to joke around about, like, you know, people. Or Seaway, we made fun of Seaway one year. We all wore shirts that said "fuck Seaway." That was really fun because people were like, "Yo, what the fuck, man? Like, why are you making fun of Seaway? What's the problem with Seaway?" You know, and you know they gave us the shirts, so it's like. So, but All Time Low is always fun because they're always like, they're like a fun band, you know what I mean? And their fans are like super serious, so they take it very seriously, and they don't know that you're joking at all. They're like very upset about it, so that also makes it very fun. I remember I used to get like really drunk and go on their bus and like try to give them advice. I don't know if they remember this, but I'd be like, I remember getting drunk back when I used to drink and be like, you know, you guys want to do this fucking Disney thing, and like, you can't do this Disney thing, man. Like, don't do it. It's like, you're a pop punk band. Like, be Blink-182. Like, what are you guys trying to do here? And I'm there being like, the fuck is this guy? You know what I mean? You'd have to ask them about it. I don't know if they remember this. I think it was on like 2009 Warped Tour. Yeah, I would be like, just drunk, casually go over there and just like tell them what to do with their business. They didn't listen, and they're doing fine, so. And with the Millionaires, that was like really, I was like, this is really bad. And then one time they're like, why are you going to make fun of us all the time? And I was like, I can't help it. I was like, this is like, you guys aren't even a band. And they're like, but like, we're just having a good time. And I'm like, yeah, but like, I take this very seriously. But they were like, they ended up being like, kind of fun. The other band, I set my friends on fire. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then over time I was like, this is actually like, maybe it's like high level stoner stuff, you know. But at first I was like, this is like, what the hell is I set my friends on fire, you know? It's like just two dudes just screaming with like, I don't even remember like what. Oh, maybe no, I think there might have been a drummer too. That was like one band that I was like, I don't know about this, but then I was like, okay. I think it's to be remembered as a generational thing. And I think I agree with it going away. Not because it has to. I would say it's pretty much a millennials generational, like, youth culture experience. So it's like if you're born in 2000s and you're like, what, 18 now or whatever, like, Warped Tour might not, it doesn't, for you going to Warped Tour and having that experience isn't what you're looking for your youth culture, you know? And it could have been, but it's like Warped Tour would have to change its entire identity to fit what that is, and, you know, it's like, does that make sense to do, or does it just make sense to, like, have it be something for millennials and then keep it as like maybe they do a New York show, maybe they do a LA show, and people can, like, travel, and, you know, does it need to go to Boise? I don't know. Probably not. I'm stoked that we're on the whole thing, and we'll play the last Warped Tour. You know, we'll play the first Taste of Chaos and the last Warped Tour.